What's going on, legend, and welcome to this tutorial video where you're going to see me demonstrate how to do a single arm cable row. So notice here that we've got one of the rubber handles. I feel this is beneficial for you so that you don't slip when it comes to grabbing this with your hands. So here we have the start position. You'll see me here that I've got a slight anterior rotation in my torso, meaning that I'm leaning forward, so that way there's full extension of my lats. And you'll see that my opposing hand is just above my hips, and that's so that I basically have balance throughout the entire rep. Now as we transition here, you're going to see the finished position of the rep. So obviously the goal here is to be able to basically rotate your torso around the other way so that you get a full contraction in your actual lats. And you'll notice that my elbow is way behind the back of my torso, and the idea of that is to, well, obviously stimulate the full contraction of the lats in itself. Notice here as well that I'm leaning back a bit. The idea of this is to be able to not necessarily use momentum, but to be able to get a really good contraction. You notice here as we go through some basic repetitions that to initiate each rep, I'm pulling back with my scapula on my shoulder blades first before I'm pulling through with my arms. This back footage here, as we change angle, will show that. You'll see extension of the scapula and then retraction of it before I actually pull through my arms, rather than just YOLO pulling from A to B and using momentum to be able to move the weight. What I suggest here is obviously you've got prescribed tempo, but I'd encourage that you don't bounce or anything like that when it comes to doing this exercise, meaning don't throw the weight around, do it in a controlled manner, so that way you've got a controlled eccentric and a controlled concentric as well, making sure that you've got a pause at the top and at the end of each part of the rep. As we transition here into the other side, you'll see the exact same plane of motion, extension of the scapula, making sure that there's good retraction and pulling first. And obviously because I'm fairly lean in this demonstration, you can actually see that happening in my lats as I move the weight from A to B. So make sure here that you're conscious of your breathing as well. So breathing in as you're lowering the weight and the lats are extending, breathing out as you pull the handle or the weight towards you. This isn't something that you're going to be moving massive weight in, it's just a means of basically doing this to improve on unilateral work, so that way both sides are equally as strong as each other, and then that way you don't get any imbalance in your lats. Thanks for watching. Any questions, comment below.